Today we're going to be solving equations by multiplying and dividing. Okay, what you need to know about division property, it says that if you divide each side by the same non-zero number, okay, then both sides remain equal. The reason they put non-zero number is because you can't divide by zero. Try to do it in your calculator sometime and you'll see error. Okay, you can't divide by zero. But they're saying if you divide by a number other than zero, okay, they remain equal. So let's think about this. 4 times 2, what's that equal to? 8. Let's say I divide both of these by 2. Okay, are they still equal to each other? Yes. Because 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay, so when you divide both sides by the same number, okay, they're equal. It's just like yesterday where you added the number to both sides, okay, it remained equal. If you subtracted the number from both sides, it remained equal. We're going to put division property to use. We have 5c is equal to 120. I need to find out what c is. So, just like yesterday, I draw the line. And what I do to one side, I do to the other. The first thing I do is I look for what's being done to C. Someone raise their hand and tell me what's being done to C. Kyle. Thank you for raising your hand. Okay? We multiply C by 5. So I do the opposite of it. I do the exact opposite of it, which what is that, Kyle? Divide by 5. What I do to one side, I do to the other. 5 divided by 5 is 1. It cancels each other out. I'm left with C on this side, okay, and 120 divided by 5 on the other. What is 120 divided by 5? It is 24. Okay, now am I done? No, you are required to check your answer, just like yesterday. So what I want you to do is plug 24 in for C. What is 5 times 24? 120. So what's C got to be? 24. Then you can circle your answer and move on. We have negative 54 is equal to 6x. Someone raise their hand and tell me what's being done to x. Right there. Tell me. Okay. I divide by 6 because I'm timesing x by 6. So I do the opposite. So I divide both these by 6. Okay, 6 divided by 6 cancel each other out. Negative 54 divided by 6 is negative 9. I still have to check my answer. 6 times negative 9 is negative 54. I must be right. Any questions? Write these two down. 4x is equal to negative 48. I am timesing x by 4. So I divide both sides by 4 to get x by itself. Negative 48 divided by 4 is negative 12. I have to check my answer. 4 times negative 12 is negative 48. Negative 121 equals 11y. So someone raise your hand and tell me what I need to do first. Jesse, divide both sides by 11. Not just 11 by 11, but both sides. What you do to one side, you do to the other. Negative 121 divided by 11 is what? Negative 11. Okay, and I can check my work. 11 times negative 11. Okay, there we go. Negative 121. Alright, write this down. Alright, this says the same thing as division property. Okay, when you multiply each side by the same number, both sides remain equal. Division property was if you divide both sides by the same number, they were equal. So, let's just use an example here. 2 times 4 is equal to what? 8. Okay. Let's say I multiply both sides by something else. Let's say I multiply both sides by 2. Are they still equal to each other? Because 2 times 2 times 4 16. What's 8 times 2? 16. Okay, so what I do to one side, as long as I do it to the other, they remain equal. Means I can do whatever I want to the left side as long as I do it to the right side. Write these then. Y divided by 4 is equal to -8. Okay, so I'm dividing by 4. So someone raise your hand and tell me what I got to do to get y by itself. Beagle.
You're going to multiply.
I'm going to multiply by 4 to both sides. 4 divided by 4 cancel each other out. Someone tell me what -8 times 4 is.
Negative
32. I got to check my answer. What is -32 divided by 4?
-8.
-8. Is that what I got?
Yeah.
So y must be -32.
Wait.
A divided by 6 equals 12. I am dividing A by 6. So I do the opposite of it, which is times by 6. What is 12 times 6?
72.
72. What is 72 divided by 6? 12. Okay, so A must be 72. All right, we have -3/5 x equals -6. Before we do this, I want to explain what we're going to do. So I'm going to rewrite this. Okay, you don't have to because I'm going to erase it in just a second. Okay, I'm going to rewrite this. We're taking 3/5 of x, meaning we're multiplying x by 3/5, which is the same thing as this, right? Okay, x over 1, 3 times x, 5 times 1 would give me 3x over 5, right? I need to get rid of 3/5. So let's say, okay, I cover up the 5 and I have just 3x. What would I do to get rid of that 3 if it was 3 times x?
Oh.
I would divide by 3, right? Okay. If I just had x over 5, what would I do to get rid of the 5? I would multiply. When you divide, you multiply because that's the opposite. Okay? Does anyone know what this is right here? What this is called? Okay? This is what we call the reciprocal or inverse. Remember, we can't divide a fraction. So instead what we do is we multiply by the inverse. Okay? You remember that? So what we're going to do is we're going to times by -5/3 because they will cancel each other out. The 3 will cancel out. The 5 will cancel out. We're left with x. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So I multiply that side by -5/3.
So basically you're switching around.
I times by the reciprocal. Remember when we were dividing fractions?
Yeah.
We couldn't divide fractions, right? Instead we multiplied by the reciprocal.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of multiplying, we can't multiply by -3/5. We can't divide by -3/5. So instead we multiply by -5/3. Okay, the reciprocal. Now, is there anything that can cancel here?
Yeah.
The 3 and 6. What is -2 times -5?
-10.
No, it's positive 10. Okay, let's check my answer. So plug in 10 to x. Okay, we're checking our answer. We got x is 10. I want to check my answer. Is there anything that can reduce there of -3/5 of 10? Okay, what's -3 times 2? -6. Is that what I got right here?
Yeah.
So what's my answer? X got to be 10. All right. We have 6/7 m is equal to -24. So what do I do to get m? Yes, Jesse. You multiply by 7/6. Good. We multiply by the reciprocal. We can't divide a fraction, so instead what we do is we multiply by the reciprocal. Okay? So we multiply by 7/6. Alright, so I times by 7/6, the reciprocal. Okay? M is equal to Negative 24 times 7, 6. 6 would cancel. I'm left with negative 4. Negative 4 times 7 is negative 28. Okay, I can take 6/7 of 28. And I get negative 4. Or negative 24. This would be negative 4. 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. So n must be negative 20. On this, what I do is I add like terms first. 9x minus 4, 6. Okay, they're like terms, so I can add the numbers in front. Or subtract in this case. 9 minus 4 is 5. I need to get x by itself, so I divide both sides by 5. X must be 3. Here I multiply out. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. I divide both of these by negative 15. A is equal to negative 10. There's my answers. Here's your homework assignment.